So like I said in my last video, I'm trying to complete the Druidic Ritual quest, and you have to have the raw chicken, raw beef, raw rat, and raw bear. And I thought I was gonna have to kill all those, but it turns out you can get a raw chicken from one of these crates if you just start the Pirate's Treasure quest. You can search the crate and get as many as you want, so I just got one from there. As for getting the rest of the meats, I had to do some testing because I've never played one of these like 10 HP accounts before, so I wasn't quite sure how the mechanics work, and I wasn't sure if you could just like recoil something to death and get the drop that way. But it turns out that for most things, most normal things, you can't do that. You have to at least do one quote unquote real damage, which is basically just, actually attacking it and gaining the HP XP. That's pretty much the only thing that's really considered real damage. Although if you had a cannon, that would also count, but I can't get one of those. So the only way for me to do real damage is to actually take the 1 HP XP. Because as you can see here, I killed the cow without doing any damage to it. I just splashed it with airstrike and recoiled it to death, and it doesn't drop anything. So you have to actually deal 1 damage to it. So that's what I did for all of the monsters. I dealt 1 damage to them with a short bow, just because that can only hit a 1, whereas airstrike can potentially hit a 2. So yeah, that's how I got all the meats. So I had to gain 3 HP XP, I guess, to do this quest. And to do a lot of the quests, you will actually have to gain HP XP. So it's kind of a lot of the strategy of the account is kind of about trying to conserve your HP XP and use it to get the quest done that you want to get done. If you are smart about it, then I'm pretty sure you have enough HP XP to pretty much do all the quests if you don't fuck up, at least all the quests that you can do that don't give HP XP or have requirements that give HP XP, obviously. So anyways, I take the meats to the cauldron or whatever and do the Druidic Ritual quest really quickly. And now I can actually train the herblore skill, which like I said, I need 10 herblore in order to do the dig site quest, which is kind of my main goal right now. So that's why I had to do this. Hunter will also be a very useful skill for me to start training early on because it's pretty much my only realistic way of getting talismans other than the air one, because you can kill stuff for them, but that's it's not the most common drop, so I don't really want to gain a bunch of HP XP trying to do that and potentially get really unlucky. And I just have a lot of talismans that I would have to get because it's pretty much my only way of getting a decent amount of runes. So any rune that I need, I'll have to basically just craft it myself. So catching the implings will pretty much allow me to get all of the talismans that I will need. And at some point, when I have like really high defense, I probably will actually risk going in the abyss, because I don't think that. I mean, if I had like a decent mining or agility level, anyways, so that I could actually get through the obstacle pretty quick, um, I think I could do it without dying. Or worst case scenario, I could just bring some food with as well. But yeah, the other reason for doing this line of quest is because I want to get my mining level up, so that I can start mining pure essence and mining it a lot faster, because mining essence with 5 mining and a bronze pickaxe is not exactly the most efficient thing in the world. And magic is really useful for getting around the game. I mean, right now I'm wasting a lot of XP by basically just having to walk around a bunch. But magic, like I said, is actually really difficult to train on this type of account in the early game, because it's so difficult to get runes. I mean, right now my only real way is just to like pick them up. So I died in Ardone and I didn't really feel like walking all the way back, so I've just been pickpocketing these ham members to try and get 38 thieving, and I actually just got my first easy clue, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but I'll definitely try. So I need a brown apron to get into the crafting guild, but I can't buy it from the store, obviously, and the only other way that I know of to get it is to uh, talk to Malignus Mortimer after doing the Swan Song quest, but I'm not going to be able to do that quest. So I'm not sure if I actually need to get in the crafting guild or not, but there is actually one other way if I did need to get in there, which is if I got the gilded apron, which you can get from Easy Clue, then then you can use that to get into the crafting guild as well. So who knows, maybe at some point, if I really do want to get into the crafting guild, if that is efficient for some reason, then I may end up having to do lots of easy clues to try and get the gilded apron. So I keep needing to go to that Ardone type of area, and it used to be really easy to get there with just a fishing trawler minigame teleport, but they made it so that you need level 15 fishing to do it now. So I was planning on getting my fishing up by doing the sea slug quest, but the problem is I need 30 fire making in order to do that, and I've kind of just been putting it off. So I think I'm gonna get that now since I'm not gonna have teleports for quite some time. So it's gonna continue to be a huge pain to get to that side of the map. So I think I'm gonna just get it out of the way. So I got my first bird nest, and it's a spirit seed. And there is 30 fire making, so now I'm gonna go do the sea slug quest. So I had to mine my own clay and make it into a pot and pick up this swamp tar from Lumber's Swamp. And now I've got to go get some wheat and turn it into flour, mix that with the swamp tar, and then cook it on a fire just to get swamp paste. Right, there we go. There is 24 fishing. You know what? I'm not even mad. Alright, there is Pirate's Treasure completed. And there is 38 thieving, so now I can pickpocket the Master Farmer. I was getting worried for a second that there wasn't any way to get a rake. But there wasn't any spawns, but there is this here on the wall. There is the Night Sword completed. Alright, so I just did the museum thing to get 9 Slayer, 9 Hunter. And I mentioned earlier that I may make more exceptions to the rules. And this might be one of those times because I realized that I can't actually train Hunter without buying either a bird snare or a noose wand from a store because I can't. Those are like the only things you can do at level 1, and it doesn't really change until like 17, maybe 15. So yeah, basically I have to buy a bird trap in order to actually train the skill. I guess I could just use lamps to get it to like whatever level, but that's just stupid. So I just collected some super anti poison since I'm going to go do the jungle potion quest right now. Alright, there we go. 10 herblore. So now I should have everything that I need to do the dig site quest. Alright, so I finally managed to finish the dig site quest, which was really the first major goal that I set for myself in this account. So it's nice to have completed it. And I believe it ended up getting me to like 32 mining and 17 herblore, which is really nice, saves me a lot of time. And in my next video, I'll probably try and complete the Priest in Peril quest, which will involve killing a couple things with like recoils. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet, but hopefully it'll work out because I want to get to Mauritania so that I can catch like swamp lizards, and also there's some quests I can do over there that might be useful to me as well. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.